Over here, stranger. Got something that might interest you.
You can argue he is your favorite character in this game, and I wouldn't argue with you one bit. I've never felt safer around someone in my entire life of gaming until I met this beauty of a man. On top of the amazing Serenity save theme you listen to when you buy weapons from him. Well, one thing that stood out to him was the mystery revolving around him. No one knew who he was, and no one knew what his purpose was in the village or in the game in general. But I will say one thing about him though. I cannot wait to see him in the remake very soon. But if there is an expanded role for this fine gentleman, then so be it, because I would love to see that. There were only a few things the merchant was known for. Number one, he sold you weapons to help you throughout the story, and also having funny and cool one-liners in the process. He was quite the charm, but little did we know about his backstory. Many theories were brought up about who the merchant was, and it got to the point where someone was willing to think that he was Luis Serra's grandfather. There is an interesting video talking about that theory. I might leave it in my pinned comment, we'll see. But either way, many fans, including myself, want him to be expanded after the Resident Evil Village Duke said this.
What are you buying? Just something an old friend of mine used to say.
So let me get my theories out there, and let's start with this one, or should I say my hopes for how his character can be expanded. And one interesting rumor was Re4 Remake was somehow going to be attached to Resident Evil Village, and with the Duke and Merchant knowing each other, I can see it become a reality. The Merchant can let Leon know about the business he is in, and if there is some way he can mention the Duke as well. There is a possibility he could tell funny stories, and give him some advice within the village, castle, and island. Because I believe many of us made theories about him being a resident in the village, so if he does know his areas within RE4, then it would make sense for that to be the case. I personally believe he is a businessman of all things and looking to make money. What would be the coolest thing ever is if somehow, someway he was a mercenaries character that we could kick ass with. That would be quite insane, and he has his own little clips like Leon. It'd be absolute comedy. The Merchant is a character we all love and have little or zero hate for. Expanding him and giving him something to work with, like the things I mentioned, talking about funny stories, secret paths in the village, what happened to the villagers, especially if he was known in the village, can be a great asset for Capcom to take advantage of. Interactions with Ada and Ashley would also be sweet to see, and maybe they could explain if he survived the island after it blew up, because that is a complete mystery in itself. But if he died a fucking hero, and will never be forgotten by not just the fandom, but meme culture as well. The humble yet amazing Merchant, one character that makes Resident Evil 4 what it is today. You can never hate him, you can only love him. Sure, we can like killing him for fun, but we know it won't eternally kill him. With a strong back carrying all of that equipment, he hides his identity to save Leon from being jealous of his charming looks. Mr. Steal Your Girl over here. But more importantly, what do you guys think? Should the Merchant be expanded and become a more lovable character than before? Paul Mercier won't return sadly, we salute you king. But Aaron LaPlante, I know that's you doing the Merchant, I can easily tell. Just don't mess it up, but I believe you won't. Anyways everyone, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more content in the near future. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers before the release of Re4 Remake, so I would really appreciate it if you hit that big red button. It only takes 2 seconds to do so, so it really don't hurt you, but it helps me out, so I would really appreciate that. I hope everyone has themselves a good day, good night, and a good sleep, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, and much love.